Hello, we're going to talk about safe driving behaviors. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. I've been teaching driver's education 21 years. So today we're going to talk about safe driving behavior. So let's go ahead and get it. Do you automatically put on your seatbelt? You want to make sure your teen or young adult is putting on their seatbelt consistently all the time. Seatbelts save lives. Next, do you maintain proper speed all the time? So if you're in the downtown area, are you maintaining that proper speed, being that defensive driver? Are you driving on the expressway and maintaining a safe speed? Those things are very consistent. Do you maintain the proper distance of a 3 second gap? That gap allows you to react. It allows you to make an alternate move and allows you to brake in time. So those gaps are extremely important. Do you identify and understand the road signs? A lot of beginning drivers get overwhelmed with the road signs, particularly in downtown areas, downtown Chicago, downtown New York, downtown LA, downtown Detroit. So those areas can be very overwhelming for beginning drivers. You have a lot of issues to deal with, one way, pedestrians, people not following the rules. So you have to make good decisions when you're in those downtown areas. Next, do you demonstrate proper use of mirrors? Are you checking those mirrors left, right, and the center mirror? Every 12 to 15 seconds, you need to be checking that mirror. Look around, know who's around you, know who's behind you, know who is beside you. Do you understand the different capabilities? You've seen some of my content. I'm in a Jeep SRT. I'm in a 2021 Monte Carlo. You've got to be aware of those things. People do drive under speed or over speed. Thank you. Sometimes they are unwritten rules, but by you making your own rules, sometimes that ends up creating an accident. For instance, if the speed limit is 70 and you're going 85, someone cuts in front of you, you might not have time to slow down. So you want to be safe and consistent. California, I haven't had the chance to be there before. I've been to Orlando in a football pro tryout, but I was flying. So thank you, every country, every state, they do have unwritten rules about dangerous areas, speed control. So you want to be safe. You want to do some research before we go into areas. So that's a very good point. Do you effectively manage risk? Are you tailgating cars? Are you too close to them? Are you looking ahead at the heavy traffic density? Those things do create and make an impact on how you drive. Do you understand the gaps? Meaning, are you going to pull out in front of a car or a truck? Or are you going to wait for that car or truck to pass you and you have a safe gap? A gap is a space between two cars. And a lot of beginning drivers, inexperienced drivers, just pull out in front of a car. And that's bad for all of us. So you want to be safe. Do you merge properly? Do you understand about proper merging? Merging takes practice. And if you're hesitant on the ramp to the expressway, you're going to create a hazard. So you have to practice effective merging. You've got to use your mirror, turn signal, blind spot. If I'm merging out, going out of the expressway, mirror, turn signal, check your blind spot. You got to be consistent. People do usually go over, but a lot of people do drive at the speed limit. So that's what you're going to be faced with when you are out there on the road. Do I make my own rules? Do I drive at the speed limit? Most people do drive at the speed limit, and you can effectively get where you're going if you drive the speed limit. You need to be prepared to stop. If you're going over the flow of traffic, someone suddenly hits their brakes, you're going to hit your brakes hard, and someone's going to rear end you. Okay? So you have to be smart, go with the flow, stay at the legal speed limit, but yet understand that there's a balance. Do you identify the proper gap? I talked about that before, and that's really a point where it takes practice and experience to get into that gap and to understand if you pull out too early, someone could hit you. If you pull out too late, then you're going to have to accelerate rapidly. So that's timing, and timing is extremely important. Do you use a proper signal? Are you signaling too early, confusing other drivers? Are you signaling too late? If you're signaling too late, people will almost rear end you before you make your turn, and you'll lose points in your evaluation. In changing lanes, are you checking your blind spot? Are you understanding what you're doing? Finally, let's talk about curves and the basic controls. When you turn, are you turning in the nearest lane? When you make a right turn, you need to turn into the nearest lane by the curb. And then when you turn, are you staying in that lane, or are you drifting to the left? Or are you overturning? And I'll get the steering wheel. If you overturn, then you're going to be going to the curb. If you underturn, you won't be able to get the proper speed control. So those things are important. There's a scoring system that they have. So those things are important. So what I need you to remember: maintain proper lane positioning, have good speed control, do your best work. If you felt this brought you value, give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends about it. And I have some community surveys. Please check those out. Give this a thumbs up if you felt it was value. Have a great day.